Ever wondered if the real secret to aging well isn't about doing more, but actually doing less? What if slowing down after 70 is the key to a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life? We're constantly told to stay active, stay busy, but what if less is actually more? I'm going to share 3 simple practices that have transformed countless lives, and maybe yours too. From mindful rest to finding joy in small moments and living with gratitude, these aren't just tips, they are life-changing truths. If you're enjoying this, stick around, because I'm always sharing new ways to make the most of every day. Let me tell you about David. I met him at a community center in Chicago. He's 75, a former marathon runner, and he said something that really struck me. I spent my whole life believing more movement meant better health. Now I know better. David was always active, but even with all that, he felt drained, his knees ached, and his blood pressure was climbing. Then a knee injury forced him to rest. He hated it at first, but then he discovered what he calls the art of mindful rest. It's not about doing nothing, he said, it's about doing less, but with more purpose. And you know he's right. Dr. Sarah Johnson at the Mayo Clinic has studied rest in older adults for over 20 years. Her research confirms that strategic rest isn't laziness, it's a powerful tool for maintaining good health. After 70, your body needs more recovery time. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. So what does mindful rest look like? David starts each morning with mindful moments. He sits quietly on his porch for 15 minutes, sipping coffee, feeling the sun, just observing. I used to think this was wasting time, he chuckled. Now I know it's what gives me energy for the whole day. He also incorporates strategic rest periods throughout the day. Not just naps, but intentional pauses. Maybe sitting quietly for 10 minutes after the grocery store or taking deep breaths before a new task. Think of it as hitting the reset button. Since doing this, David's sleep has improved, his blood pressure is healthy, and he has more energy. I still play tennis, he told me, but now I play better because I'm well rested. Let's try something. Take a deep breath with me. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Notice how your body feels against your chair. Notice the stillness. The small pause isn't wasted time, it's an investment in your well-being. We're conditioned to believe rest is the opposite of productivity, but it's what makes meaningful activity possible. When you're rested, everything feels easier, your movements are smoother, your mind is sharper, and you enjoy what you're doing. Dr. Johnson's research shows older adults who prioritize mindful rest report a 40% increase in daily energy levels, improved balance, better cognitive function, and even stronger social connections. Because when you're not running on empty, you're more engaged in what matters. If you want to try this, start small. Tomorrow morning, before diving into your day, take just 5 minutes to sit quietly. No planning, no worrying, just be. See how it feels to start your day with intention, not urgency. David says, I'm not doing less with my life, I'm living more by doing less. And here's something surprising, embracing this mindset doesn't just improve your energy, it helps you find joy in the smallest moments. When you rest mindfully, you appreciate the rustling leaves, the birds singing, the warm cup of tea. These small pleasures become sources of real joy. So next time you feel guilty about taking a break, remember, rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. By slowing down, you're not just preserving your health, you're enhancing your quality of life. Isn't that what matters? If you're finding value here, let me know by leaving a comment below. Have you noticed how slowing down changes the way you see the world? When we're constantly moving, we overlook the small, beautiful moments. But when we step back and pay attention, we discover that joy isn't always in big events, it's woven into the everyday experiences we take for granted. Let me tell you about Linda from Denver. She spent decades as a high-powered executive, always striving. That didn't change when she retired at 73. She filled her calendar, thinking staying busy would bring her happiness. I thought I needed excitement to feel alive, she told me. I thought life had to be big to be meaningful. Then she started a small garden on her patio. I figured it was just a way to pass the time, she said. I never imagined it would change my perspective on life. As the days passed, she found herself drawn to this little garden. She began noticing things she hadn't before, the way the sunlight made the dew sparkle, the colors as the flowers bloomed, the breeze making her plants sway. It was like discovering a secret world, she said. What surprised Linda most was how these quiet moments brought her a deeper sense of fulfillment than any of her major accomplishments. For the first time, she admitted, I felt truly present, and in that presence, I found a kind of joy I had never known before. Linda's experience isn't unique. The Positive Aging Project found that people over 70 who appreciate simple moments report 60% higher life satisfaction than those always seeking major achievements. Think about that. We often assume happiness comes from big experiences, but it's the small, consistent moments that create a truly rich life. So how can we bring more of these moments into our own lives? Linda developed happiness anchors, simple daily habits that helped her slow down, become present, and find joy. I want to share 3 with you. First, the morning marvel. Each morning, find one small thing that catches your attention. It could be the sunlight, the aroma of coffee, the birds chirping. Don't just notice it, fully experience it. Pause for a few seconds and appreciate it. These brief moments set a positive tone for the day. Second, sensory moments. Throughout the day, pause now and then and focus on one of your senses. Feel the softness of your sweater, inhale the scent of fresh air, listen to your breathing, taste your food slowly. These aren't just small observations, they're doorways to a deeper appreciation of the present. Third, connection spots. These are regular moments that bring a sense of connection, either with yourself or with others. Maybe enjoying tea in your favorite chair, calling a friend, or visiting a local coffee shop where people recognize you. These small interactions bring comfort and joy in ways we often underestimate. Why does this matter? Science says yes. Dr. Robert Lewis at the Center for Aging Studies discovered that people who regularly practice mindfulness show better memory, improved mood, and even stronger immune systems. It's not just about feeling good, it's about actually living better. So let's do something together. Look around you. What's one small thing you can appreciate right now? Maybe it's the way light falls across your room, the laughter of a grandchild, or your favorite blanket. Just notice it, appreciate it. That small act of awareness is incredibly powerful. Linda says her happiest moments aren't the big milestones she used to chase. They're in the simple pleasure of watering her plants, the fresh taste of herbs, the wave of a neighbor. I used to think joy was something I had to chase, she says. Now I know it's something I simply have to notice. And that's the beauty of this practice, it's accessible to everyone. You don't need a big budget, a special skill, or extra time. All you need is the willingness to slow down, pay attention, and appreciate the simple joys already present in your life. If you are finding this helpful, leave a comment below. Imagine a coffee shop in Boston where I met Bob, an 84-year-old man whose wisdom redefined my understanding of gratitude. Every morning at 7:00 a.m., Bob sits at his favorite table and with a peaceful smile and notebook in hand, he savors each sip of his coffee. One morning, he showed me his notebook. Instead of rant aspirations, the pages were filled with modest observations. Today's coffee tastes especially good. Circled, her voice always makes me smile. Watched the sunrise, reminded me how lucky I am to see another day. Each note captured the beauty of a moment, emphasizing that true richness lies in simple, everyday experiences. Bob's approach was about transforming his entire experience of life. When you're young, he explained, you're always racing towards the next big thing. But with time, I've discovered that the real treasure is found in appreciating what's already in front of you. His words reminded me that while ambitions have their place, there is value in recognizing the everyday miracles that surround us. Studies support Bob's perspective, revealing that individuals who regularly practice gratitude tend to enjoy a more robust immune system, better cardiovascular health, and even improved sleep. Practice isn't about forcing yourself to feel grateful, it's about opening your eyes to the joy that naturally exists in your life. Bob's morning ritual is simplicity and mindfulness. Before opening his notebook, he takes 2 slow sips of his coffee. With each sip, he pauses to reflect on one small thing he is grateful for. Whether it's the warmth of the mug, the aroma, or even the soft hum of the coffee shop. Sometimes I'm just grateful for this coffee, he remarks. This simple act is a reminder that gratitude doesn't always stem from life-changing events, it's found in the routine moments that make up our days. Inspired by Bob, many have adopted the evening gratitude ritual. At the close of the day, before drifting off to sleep, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Think of 3 small things that brought a smile to your face, a ray of sunlight, the feel of your favorite chair, or a kind word exchanged with a friend. This practice transforms the mundane into something meaningful and helps cultivate an ongoing awareness of life's daily blessings. Another aspect of Bob's philosophy is gratitude connection. Whenever he speaks with his children or grandchildren, he mentions one specific quality he appreciates about them. Rather than simply saying I love you, he might express I love how you never forget to call on Sundays, or your laugh reminds me of the warmth of your mother's spirit. These thoughtful expressions uplift his loved ones and deepen the bonds between them, reinforcing the power of acknowledgement and appreciation in our relationships. Let's try an exercise together. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think of one person who adds something positive to your day. It might be the mailman or a neighbor. Hold that person in your thoughts and feel a genuine sense of gratitude for their presence in your life. What makes gratitude so transformative is its capacity to grow. Bob says that since he began his morning ritual, he has found an ever-expanding list of blessings. It's like training your eyes to spot hidden treasure, he says. Once you start looking, you begin to see beauty in every corner of life. His experience shows that gratitude is not a static practice, but a dynamic way of living that deepens with time. The impact of Bob's practice is evident in the community around him. The regulars at the coffee shop have noticed his serene presence. Curious about his notebook, many have inquired about his practice, sparking a weekly gathering among a small group of like-minded individuals who call themselves the Grateful Hearts Club. Of course, there are days when the search for gratitude feels challenging. Bob acknowledges that on some mornings, finding even one thing to be grateful for can seem difficult. That's completely normal, he says. Even on hard days, there is always something, a familiar routine, the kindness of a stranger, or simply the gift of waking up to another day. His reflection reminds us that gratitude isn't about perfection, it's about finding light even amid darkness. I also think of Margaret, who recently joined Bob's group. Once weighed down by the pace of her life, she now finds joy in the simple act of noticing. I've never felt more alive, she confides. Her transformation is a testament to the profound impact that a mindful gratitude practice can have on one's well-being. Now, as we pause together, what is one small detail that you could write down in your personal gratitude notebook? It need not be a grand event, just a simple moment that makes you pause and smile. In these tiny acknowledgements, we find the seat of lasting contentment and a richer way to experience life. Bob's story is an invitation to embrace a life of mindful appreciation. His journey shows us that the wealth of life lies not in achievements, but in the everyday acts of noticing and being grateful for the details that colour our days. What have you learned so far? From mindful rest to the joy of simple pleasures and the practice of gratitude, each of these insights has a potential to enrich your life. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to bring into your own life? Share it with me in the comments below. And if you are enjoying all of this, be sure to stick around. I'm always sharing ideas and insights to make every day a little better.